Yeah.
What is the scenario that you're concerned about that I can kind of address?
Well, from my perspective, as Dan Dennett has this phrase about evolution of it being a universal acid, that it applies to everything, changes everything, and yet keeps everything the same at the same time. And given our evolutionary history and given our nature as primates on Earth, it doesn't surprise me, given the fact that only one of two sexes are able to give birth, that given the vulnerability of women for large swaths of time, that there is a filter, and that there are evolutionarily influenced preferences for certain types of men. To me, that makes a lot of sense, and it's explanatory on average why women have preferences for certain traits in men. Arguably the biggest being.
And what's the fear? Like, what is this sort of this concern about where we're heading? Like, what's the problem?
Right. You start the book by talking about a coworker of yours who was, I think, 41 at the time, right, and is extraordinarily accomplished, good looking, intelligent, and kind of baffled by the state of mating and dating in America. I think she was in New York City.
Yep.
And for women like of that description, who probably have major life goals that may include a family and marriage, they do tend. It wouldn't surprise me that the preference would have been to find someone at their level. And this is something that I have heard. This is one of those ideas that I heard that really sparked my interest in this subject in general, that without maybe realizing it, as women are becoming more and more accomplished and are really kicking the butt of men in modern society in many ways, they're making their dating pool much smaller. And it's making it a lot harder for them to find the guys that they would want to be with, because there just aren't that many that can compete with them.
So, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's the basic gist of it. And I mean, at the beginning of this conversation, I was reading out the numbers of just, college graduates and different age ranges in the country. And I think that's not a bad starting point for what kind of a problem we might be facing here.